Hi, I'm Rachel Mellon.
And I'm Sam Stiles with the Poly Post this week.
The African American Student Center at Cal Poly Pomona hosted Bloody Sunday Remembered, featuring a lecture by civil rights activist Joanne Bland this past Wednesday. Bland participated in Bloody Sunday, an attempt to march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama on March 7, 1965. Activists fueled by active discrimination in the electoral process and the death of Jimmy Lee Jackson were brutally confronted by police that day upon reaching the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Alabama. Read more about the event in Andrew Page's story in this week's paper.
Last Wednesday, history students had a nice surprise as they walked into their classroom expecting to take a quiz, but little did they know fellow classmate Brandon Taylor, fourth-year marketing major, had something different in store. Taylor was scheduled to give a presentation, and for his visual aid, he decided to not have the typical PowerPoint. He instead invited a longtime friend, Will.i.am, to come speak to the class. Will.i.am, from Black Eyed Peas, grew up with Taylor's mother and is a very close family friend. He shared his story, Rags to Riches. As he shared his story with the class, it became apparent that Will.i.am is much more than an entertainer. He is a philanthropist and a dreamer who is giving back to his community. Check out this week's edition of the Poly Post for the full story.
Cal Poly Pomona's music department hosted a piano masterclass on Thursday night. The class was hosted by renowned concert pianist Grace Fong and featured 5 students who were selected to perform compositions on the piano for Fong. Get more details about the class in this week's issue of the Poly Post.
The Innovation and Commercialization Lab at Cal Poly Pomona found a probable solution to the small desk sizes here on campus. The student-run production, founded in 2009, created a portable desk extension that easily attaches and detaches from a variety of desks in CPP classrooms. The idea came from student Richard Maldonado, Vice President of Engineering Design, when he had the frustration that both his book and computer did not fit on one desk. He later dubbed the product Desk E, a sturdy and durable desk attachment.
For all of you wine drinkers out there, you may be interested in knowing how chemistry is so incorporated into the wine industry. On February 21st, the Collins College of Hospitality Management Wine Auditorium will have chemistry professor Ernest Simpson speak. Simpson recently won the 2013 Provost Award for Excellence in Service and will speak to the attendees about the chemistry components of grapes, wine, and winemaking. Get more information about the upcoming event in this issue of the Poly Post.
On Tuesday in the Bronco Student Center, Cal Poly Pomona's chapter of Hermanos Unidos kicked off a 3-day blood drive in cooperation with the American Red Cross in memoriam of the late CPP student Ivan Aguilar. The second annual blood drive in honor of Aguilar, who lost his life in a traffic accident last year while riding his bike to school, pays homage to the student his closest friends knew as Little Ivan. Aguilar was well known on the CPP campus for his positive demeanor and selflessness. Hermanos Unidos will be conducting a service on February 27th during U Hour to commemorate the late Aguilar. A memorial stone and plaque will be placed by the Arabian Horse Stables. For the full scoop, check out Ben Pacchini's story in this week's edition of the Poly Post.
And here's Heather Corder with this week's sports update.
Baseball is still going strong this season as they have an overall record of 10-0. The Broncos took a 6-2 home win Friday against Cal State Monterey Bay. David Armendariz had yet another stellar performance as he reached base in 4 of his 5 attempts and hit his second home run of the season. Saturday was also successful as they left the field with 2 close wins, 8-7 and 4-3 against the Otters. They continued on Sunday in another comeback win, sweeping Monterey Bay 5-4. Men's basketball had 2 road games this week, starting off with a 58-47 victory on Friday against Sonoma State. They concluded the weekend on Saturday with a 62-52 road win against San Francisco State. The Broncos continued to hold the tie for first place in the CCAA with San Bernardino. Women's basketball had their 6th straight win on Friday, 74-64 against Sonoma State. Saturday, however, they capped their winning streak with a 78-63 defeat by San Francisco State. And that's it for sports this week. I'm Heather Corder.
I'm Sam Stiles.
And I'm Rachel Mellon. We'll see you next time.